question.
Mr. Chairman, the Deputy Commissioner did tell the House that he will provide us information in respect of the procurement that they did. How soon will he provide those information to the House?
Honorable Deputy Commissioner, members would like to know the time. How soon are you going to provide the information?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is something we can produce to the House maybe later by next week. But let me also say that what happened in 2024, the Commission was guided by the integrity and the credibility of the elections. And that one trumped all other concerns. So if even as an institution, we needed to exceed our budget to ensure the integrity of the process, we would have gone ahead to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, let him now come to leader. Honorable members, we will now move to question B, and the question still stands in the name of Honorable Roxanne Nelson Eche Kwame Dafiamabo. So, Honorable, you may take the second substantive question.
Speaker Chairman, may you live long. Because a lot of things have been revealed today. Speaker, my second question is in respect to ask the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, what exactly has prevented the Commission from declaring the Ablekuma parliamentary results since the December 7th elections? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Deputy Commissioner.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I would like to start by saying that the Electoral Commission is anxious about completing the Ablekuma parliamentary election results to ensure that the people of Ablekuma have a representative in Parliament. As such, we are not relenting and we are not resting on our oars, but we are continuing to engage with the security agencies to ensure that we have the protection to complete the collation. It must be noted that an Accra High Court on 4th January 2025 ruled that the Electoral Commission should go and complete the collation of the results for Tema Central, Ablekuma North, Okaikwe Central, and Techiman South constituencies. We have completed all the constituencies except Ablekuma North. These are the efforts the Commission has made so far to ensure the completion of the Ablekuma North parliamentary results since the December 7th elections. On the 9th of December 2024, 15 polling station results were added to the already collated results. All the 54 polling station results, or the pin sheets, were received from the National Democratic Congress. This brought to 219 collated polling station results. On the 21st of December 2024, 25 polling station results were added to the collation process. All the 25 polling station results were received from the New Patriotic Party. It is important to emphasize that the third 25 pin sheets were not scanned pin sheets, but rather carbon copies from the MPP. Even though the NDC collation agents reported late after 10 of the carbon copies had been authenticated by the returning officer, they were also allowed to go through these 10 carbon copies of the results. Consequently, the rest of the remaining 15 carbon copies were authenticated by both the NDC and MPP agents for that day. This brought to 244 collated polling station results. 37 polling station results became outstanding. On the 5th of January, 17 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 17 polling station results, scanned copies, were received from the MPP and confirmed by the NDC agents. This brought to 261 collated polling station results. It should be noted that the decision to accept the scanned pin sheets from the parties was unanimously agreed upon by the Commission and the political parties. This decision was reached as a result of both parties admitting that they no longer have carbon copies of the results in their custody. On the 6th of January, 13 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 13 polling station results were received from the MPP and confirmed by the respective presiding officers of the 13 polling stations. All 13 presiding officers were brought in to verify their signatures and the results on the scanned copies. This brought to 274 collated polling station results. The presiding officers were made to confirm the scanned copy results because the NDC agents refused to confirm them. Once again, on the 8th of January 2025, 4 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 4 polling station results were received from the MPP and confirmed by the respective presiding officers. The presiding officers signed their respective pink sheets to confirm their authenticity. On all of these days, both the NDC and the MPP agents were present and witnessed the confirmation of the scanned pink sheets by the presiding officers. This brought to 278 collated polling station results. So 3 polling stations are outstanding. These are the attempts the Commission has made since this last collation exercise. The Commission on several occasions has made efforts to complete the collation. On the 15th of January 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service, the National Election Security Charge, to inform them that the collation on the 8th of January was not complete and requested for security to enable the EC to complete it on Friday, the 17th of January. In a press release dated 17th January, the Commission was informed by the police that per the intelligence available to them, the exercise should be put on hold. As a result of inadequate security, party supporters invaded the old office of the Commission and destroyed properties of the Commission, which included furniture, doors, and louver blades. Again, on 26 January 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service and the National Election Security Task Force requesting for a meeting on the completion of the collation process. In a response to our letter, the Ghana Police Service indicated that to ensure a peaceful and successful exercise, the Election Security Task Force has begun the consultative process for a convenient date and time for the meeting with all stakeholders associated with the exercise, scheduled to be held at the National Police Headquarters. On the 4th of February, the Commission wrote to the NEST, informing them of the National Election Security Task Force, informing them of the Commission readiness to attend the proposed meeting aimed at discussing the collation. Again, in a letter dated on 17 February, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service to inform them about the urgent need to conclude the collation process, hence the request for adequate security. This was after the conclusion of the 2 outstanding Council of State elections for the Northeast and Ashanti regions on Monday, 17 February 2025. The Commission invited political parties to an IPAC meeting on 26 February 2025 and followed it up with another meeting with the MPP and the NDC on Thursday, 13th March 2025. The NDC at the meeting raised some issues and followed it up with a letter to the Commission to address the issues raised in their letter. The Commission responded to all the issues raised by the NDC in their letters dated 17th March and 30th April 2025. Among the issues raised were the lack of invitation to participate in the collation process, denial of involvement in the collation of the 25 scanned pink sheets on the 21st of December 2024, and concerns about the use of scanned pink sheets purportedly from the New Patriotic Party during the collation on 5th January 2025. On 28th March, the Commission again wrote to the Ghana Police Service and informed them about the 3 polling station results which are still outstanding and the need to complete the collation. In the same letter, the Commission requested a meeting at the earliest convenience of the Security Task Force to agree on a date for the completion of the collation. At the scheduled meeting on the 10th of April 2025, the Commission was informed that the IGP had traveled to Boku as a result of the conflict and will be briefed on its return. On 2nd May 2025, the Commission wrote to the Election Security Task Force requesting a meeting on Thursday, 8th May 2025 to discuss the collation. At the scheduled meeting on the 8th May 2025, the collation process was scheduled to be completed on 15th May 2025 at the old headquarters of the Commission. Before the date for the collation, the police invited the Electoral Commission for a meeting on 13th May 2025 and informed the Electoral Commission that there was a pending case at the Supreme Court with respect to the Ablekuma constituency, and further indicated that because of the legal process at the Supreme Court, they were unable to provide security to the Commission for the completion of the collation, since that will amount to contempt of court. In a letter dated 15th May to the Ghana Police Service, the National Election Security Task Force, the Commission informed them that our attention has been drawn to the fact that there was no injunction application pending or any process that prevents the Electoral Commission from going ahead to complete the process, and further requested for protection to enable the Electoral Commission to do its work. Furthermore, in the letter, the Commission requested a meeting the next day, that is 16th May, on Friday, to agree on a date for the completion of the collation. The Ghana Police Service, the National Election Security Task Force, in a response to our letter, informed the Commission that the issue of the completion of the collation of Ablekuma North Constituency parliamentary election result has been referred to the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice for legal advice, and further stated that in the view of the referral, the National Security Task Force will hold on until the legal advice is received. Since then, we have followed up with the police, and they have indicated they have not received the advice from the Attorney General. We have also had productive meetings with the two political parties about how to complete the parliamentary election collation at Ablekuma North. In the last meeting on the 12th of June, the two parties came with two perspectives to conclude the election. One of the parties stated that the process, collation should continue, whilst the other party stated that there should be rerun in 37 polling stations. To conclude, the collation process in Ablekuma North has been very, very transparent, participatory, and accountable. The agents of the NPP and the NDC have always been present throughout the collation, as well as the media. The evidence of what transpired from the 9th of December were captured by the media, and this shows a transparent process devoid of bias, and it was open. The parties agreed to the use of scan sheets, and their agents approved of them. Mr. Speaker, this has been the process so far, and the evidence exists with all the major media houses that covered the collation. Mr. Speaker, the collation has been transparent. As a commission, we are desirous of ensuring that the people of Ablekuma North have a representation in Parliament. We urge this Honourable House to assist us in getting the support of the Ghana Police Service to provide the requisite protection to enable us to complete this collation exercise. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Nelson Echedam-Fiamapo.
Speaker, that was a long answer to a very short question.
So, honorable members, let's hear the owner of the question if he has any supplementary questions. Yes, honorable member.
Speaker,
any
let
supplementary
me
questions?
anchor my supplementary questions on Article 45C of the Constitution. Speaker. Speaker Chairman, with your leave, let me read. The Electoral Commission shall have the following functions. C, to conduct and supervise all public elections and referenda. Speaker, the answers provided to this very short question by the Electoral Commission are firmly anchored within Article 45C of the Constitution. They have the mandate to organize, conduct, and supervise our public elections. The implied powers are also that where you organize a public election and in pursuance of Regulation 36 of CI 127, it got disrupted, you have the power to organize a rerun of the elections. You agree with me? Are you the Electoral Commissioner? Nyindam, are you the Electoral Commissioner? If you like, go and take the seat.
Honorable,
go and take the seat.
Honorable Dafiamapo, please address the chair.
Mr. Chairman, Honorable Nyindam, you are ignored. Electoral Commissioner, you agree with me that in pursuance of Article 45C of the Constitution, and also in consonance with Regulation 36 of CI 127, where you exercise your mandate to organize, conduct, organize, and supervise public elections, and same got disrupted by no fault of the commission, you have the power to call for a rerun or reorganize that particular public elections. You agree with me?
Is that the question? Yes. Deputy Commissioner, you have the floor.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. In as much as I agree
yes
with...
or no, then you can explain.
No, it's not yes or no. In as much we...
Hold on. Honorable Dafiamapo. Honorable Dafiamapo. Honorable Dafiamapo. Honorable Nelson Dafiamapo. Honorable member, please. Honorable member, please, you ask the question. You don't have the right to direct how the question be answered. So just ask the question, and the officer, in this case, the deputy chairman, deputy commissioner, will respond. So please don't direct the way you should answer the questions. So, deputy, you may go on to answer the question.
Chairman, thank you. I was going to make the point that if in the wisdom of the commission there should be a rerun, the commission would do that. But in the Ablekuma instance, the evidence of the results, we had the same instance in Dobikwa Benya. We even went to the extent of collecting the talicas from the agents of the parties. So Ablekuma, we haven't reached the point where the commission will say we don't have the results. So when we try and we cannot get the results, that's when we will resort. So the rerun will be a last option. So once we get to that point, we will do. But as we speak now, the commission is ready to proceed with the collation. We just need the support of the security agencies to enable us complete it. Thank you.
Very well. Yes, Honorable Dafiamapo. Nelson, may you shift to other. Charlie, check your mic and let me see. Check your mic and let me see.
Sabotage.
This one is working.
Speaker, Mr. Chairman, the Deputy Commissioner misunderstood my question. Please. He misunderstood my question. My question was not to ask him to rerun the Ablekuma elections, parliamentary elections. I situate my question within the law and to ask him whether the commission has the power that where they organize any public election and it got disrupted, whether they have no power to order for a rerun. That's why I said yes or no, then he could explain, and they won't permit me. So he proceeded to speak about Ablekuma North. That was not the gravamen of my question.
So can he go on to answer that question?
Yes. I want to hear him answer that question.
Administratively, I will say yes.
Great.
Yes. Next question.
Mr. Speaker, no, I don't have a last question. No, it's not even about leader.
Honorable member, just listen to me, please. Go
Speaker,
on and answer. Ask the person.
Mr. Chairman, please. I've spent some time in this house, and I know when leadership on the other side, when they are doing this, I know how they do it. Mr. Speaker, my question is this. The Electoral Commission has just told us that upon the conclusion of the elections in Ablekuma North in respect of the parliamentary elections, they could not account for some pink sheets. They could not. To the extent that they had to accept 25 scanned carbon copies from the MPP. To the extent that the Electoral Commission says that they have accepted scanned carbon copies from the New Patriotic Party. Mr. Speaker, this fact is not supported in the laws that govern the organization of our public elections. It does not. Speaker, let me read CI 127 in respect of
Honorable
Regulation 43.
Can you ask the question?
Speaker,
You've laid the foundation.
I am laying the foundation to make a point. It's supplementary. I have been here. Your supplementaries were like 10 minutes just to build it.
Honorable, go ahead. And
Mr. Speaker, Regulation 43 is head noted declaration and publication of parliamentary election results. 43.1, subject to Regulation 42, immediately after the results of the poll for all the polling stations in the constituency of the returning officers have been given to the returning officer, and the returning officer shall, in the presence of the candidates or the representative of the candidate, or no more than 2 counting agents appointed by each candidate, assemble the results from the polling stations without recounting the ballots in the ballot boxes, except where there is a challenge by a candidate or a counting agent in respect of a specific ballot box. B, fill the parliamentary election results summary sheet as set out in Form 1D of the schedule. Speaker, the procedure provided for declaring the parliamentary results as set out in Regulation 43 of CI 127 is very clear. It's very clear.
So what is the question,
So
please?
the question is that where you have pink sheets of the Electoral Commission tainted, they cannot be accepting any other electoral pink sheets from any other political party. Speaker,
honorable member.
Speaker, please.
Honorable
Speaker, so I am putting it to him. That the story. Listen, please.
Honorable Dafiamepo.
Speaker,
Please ask the question.
Chairman, please. I am putting it to him that listen to the question. I am putting it to him. You are a layman, so you won't appreciate it. Putting it to him by way of question. Mr. Speaker, I am putting it to the Electoral Commissioner that the story that they took scanned carbon copies in the absence of the officially designated pink sheets from the Electoral Commission is irregular in terms of Regulation 43. And therefore, it has no basis to be counted and to be factored into the declaration of the results.
Honorable Dafiamepo.
I put that to him.
So is it a statement or a question?
Speaker, in other words, what I'm saying is that the story he has told us breach Regulation 43 of CI 127. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm putting it.
Well, Honorable Deputy Commissioner, did you get all what he said?
I'll try and respond to.
Okay, answer the
Mr.
question.
Chairman, I think one of the things we need to state is that from the Commission standpoint, the country has made a lot of progress when it comes to electoral democracy. And the EC is mandated to do everything, whatever
Speaker,
is necessary.
with all due respect, he should answer the question that he can explain his answers. Yes, I agree, then you explain. No, I disagree, then you
Honorable
explain.
member.
It
Honorable
helps.
member.
He
Honorable
cannot
member.
start with a story.
Honorable member.
Please.
Honorable Dafiamapo. In asking the question, you went round before asking the question. If he is also responding the question in such a way that you and everybody here can understand, please allow him to answer the question.
Mr. Chairman, I take strong exception to the phrase that I went round. I quoted the law.
Well,
I quoted the law. No. I quoted the law to lay a foundation to suggest strongly that the story that they had to borrow scanned carbon copies from the NPP was contrary to the provision in Regulation 43 of CI 127. That is what I put to him.
So, leader, if asked the question, just allow the Deputy Commissioner to answer.
Mr. Chairman, in my response, I indicated that when one of the parties brought the scanned copies, it was endorsed by the agents of the other parties. Let me also say that the Commission disagrees with the question because the Commission is mandated to ensure the integrity of the process. And as an institution, we are very careful. We don't do anything to set a bad precedent, which will go a long way to undermine the country's democracy. So in Domikwa Benya, when we had to go beyond our reach, to even reach out to agents of political parties to bring tally cards, we did that. So what we are basically saying is that we need the support of the House so that we can complete the process, because we think that it is unfair that the people of Ablekuma North don't have a representation in this August House. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Dafiamapo.
Speaker, the Electoral Commission, in responding to my substantive question earlier, indicated that sometime on or about January 24th, 2025, in pursuance of a High Court order, they were mandated to go and do a recount in the Ablekuma North constituency. If that is the fact, then I can ask my question. Is that correct?
To complete the collation.
Oh, please.
To complete the collation.
Good. So, do you recall that as part of the court order, the court order in question, you were specifically directed, because part of the complaint before the court was that your returning officer was not permitted to lead the process, and therefore the court directed that go and rely on your returning officers to complete the process. You recall? And yet, in going back to do the recollation, you did not use your returning officer for Ablekuma North. He was not the returning officer. The returning officer for the December 7th elections was not the returning officer you used for the recollation for Ablekuma North in pursuance of the court order.
Yes, Deputy Commissioner. Honorable, the returning officer for the Ablekuma North constituency has not changed. So if you have been watching the proceedings on TV, the same person has been doing it. So check, please. The same person has been doing it.
Honorable, if exhausted, Honorable Dafiamapo, if exhausted, you are submitted.
Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, I have not. This is my last supplementary. If we are not paying attention, please.
Honorable, ask that. Oh, what is that?
If you recall, the first one was rephrased.
Honorable Dafiamapo. Just ask the last question.
Mr. Speaker, Let me say this, that clearly the electoral commission in the present circumstances, based on the facts he has brought to this house, is incapable. Oh, can you be quiet? Can you be quiet and listen to me? Speaker. You are a senior member of this house, so take your time. You are a senior member.
Honorable Martin Indam.
Mr. Chairman.
Please.
Mr. Chairman, I am saying that based on the facts submitted to this house, the Electoral Commission is incapable of concluding the matters in respect of the parliamentary elections in the December 2024 election.
So what's the question now?
So the question is that would it not be prudent for the Electoral Commission to exercise its powers under Article 45C to declare a fresh elections in Ablekuma North? Would it not be prudent?
Well, you've asked your question on Deputy Commissioner.
Mr. Chairman, we are capable of concluding the process. Thank you.
Well. Honorable members.
Mr. Speaker.
Whatever opportunity I'll give you. Don't worry. There's no two ways about
that. Just briefly. A follow up to.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Chairman, my question is to the deputy head of the commission. Mr. Chairman, I want to find out from him, at the moment, is there any court order that is preventing you from declaring Ablekuma North?
Yes. Deputy Commissioner?
No, please. We are only waiting for the security agencies to provide us the protection to conclude. Thank you.
Yes.
Please, can you give me your attention? My last question.